Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, good evening. My name is Muhammad Yusuf Firdaus bin Nizam, and our group member is Muhammad Fakran Aidil, Nur Shamimi, Muhammad Muhaimin, and Muhammad Aiman Shafiq. So today, our group will present about enhancing tourism destination, the issue, solution, and future recommendation. For introduction, a tourism destination comprises a tourism attraction with a unique culture, natural beauty, history, or even modern facility for tourist needs, and best described as an amalgam. It is more an accumulation for several factors rather than just a place, namely the tourism destination, facility, and transportation to get there. Also include would be accommodation and auxiliary services, which in the aggregate make a proper touring experience. Each destination has life cycle evolution, growth, maturity, and decline, and thus has to be managed in a different way at different stages. This report is aimed at pinpointing issue for tourism destination, studying some examples and resolving approaches, and giving recommendation in the direction of sustainability for future tourism development.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Shafiq bin Abdul Manap, and now we return to the problem or issue identification. First, we have the over-tourism carrying capacity pressure. The popular tourist attraction suffer over-tourism, while visitor numbers range beyond the physical, social, and economic carrying capacities of the area. Its mean congestion beyond measure most to entry the disorientation towards visitor experience and eventually putting the limited existing infrastructure under further strain. Next, we have environmental degradation and poor waste management. The surge in the numbers of tourists has brought about cases of pollution, such as uncontrolled dumping of solid waste, plastic waste, and any kind of damage to the landscape, natural, and fragile ecosystem. Most of these waste management setup are unable to endure this increase. After that, we have socio-cultural erosion and management of local communities. High number of tourists can transform the original character of any place. Souvenir shop now replaced to the traditional shop. Local culture get forgotten and the very original inhabitants may be forced away as the cost of living increase. And lastly, we have the political instability and security concerns. Factors of external origin such as political unrest, social intention, or security threats discourage would be tourists such as certain shatters tourist confidence having a huge bearing on their local tourism economy.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Farhan Aidil bin Shamsul. Today I will present about the elaboration of the case study and solution to the problem. Let's start with Bali. Bali is facing over-tourism leading to rapid development and environmental damage, including plastic pollution and poor waste management. There are also social culture issues such as loss and tradition and disrespect for sacred sites. Infrastructure, especially in South Bali, is under pressure due to traffic congestion. Economically, foreign ownership in tourism leads to limits local benefit, known as economic leakage. To solve this, first, promote sustainable tourism, including eco-friendly travel and spreading tourists to less busy areas. Next, improve infrastructure such as public transport to reduce congestion. Next, run awareness campaign about local culture and environmental care. Last, enforce regulation like tourist levies and fines for misconduct. Move to the next slide. Kashmir. Kashmir face problem due to political instability and terrorism threat. This lead to travel adversaries and a drop in tourist arrival, especially from abroad. Solutions include: first, enhancing security like more police patrol during holidays. Next, develop safe tourist zone and secure access to attraction. Last, long-term rebrand Kashmir as a safe and well-managed destination to rebuild trust. That's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Shamimi binti Ahmad and I will explain about depopulation due to over-tourism in Venice, Italy. Venice is one of the most iconic tourist destinations in the world, but it faces a serious issue that is over-tourism. Every year, more than 30 million tourists visit the city, far outnumbering its local residents. This caused severe overcrowding, damages the city's aging infrastructure, and puts pressure on public services. Large cruise ships has also been polluting the delicate lagoon ecosystem. As a result, many locals are leaving due to high living costs and a drop in quality of life, especially since day trippers contribute very little to the local economy. As the solution for this problem, Venice has banned large cruise ships from entering the city center. A daily tourist fee has also been introduced for short-term visitors. Authorities are regulating short-term rentals and encouraging tourists to explore lesser-known areas. Educational campaigns like #EnjoyRespectVenezia aim to teach visitors how to enjoy the city responsibly and respectfully. The next is I will explain about mass tourism, strikes and protests in Paris, France. Paris, like Venice, is struggling with the negative impacts of mass tourism. The growing number of visitors have driven up rental price, making it harder for residents to find affordable housing. Illegal short-term rentals, especially through platforms like Airbnb, have made the problem even worse. In addition, violence incidents during large events have raised safety concerns for both tourists and locals. To respond to this challenge, Paris has started cracking down on illegal rentals. The city is also evolving into a smart city, using data to manage tourism more efficiently and sustainably. At the same time, eco-friendly transportation initiatives are being implemented to promote green tourism, and security measures are being strengthened to ensure that Paris remains a safe and welcoming destination.
Hi, my name is Muhammad bin Alias. I will explain about recommendations, suggestions for the future development. First, prioritize sustainable tourist and infrastructure development. In this point, we focus on making tourism development sustainable. This means build road, hotel, and facilities in a way that does not harm the environment. We must ensure places are clean, safe, and accessible. Ecotourism is a good approach activity like jungle trekking and homestay support. Both nature and local for the future, tourists should be taught to respect nature, and the government must provide funding to maintain infrastructure. Everyone, government, local, and tourists must work together. Second, enforce smart policies and regulation. This point talk about the importance of having strong policies. Tourist spots need rule and control overcrowding and prevent damage. For example, we can limit how many visitors enter a place per day. We also need to monitor Airbnb and homestay to avoid housing problems for locals. In future, technology like mobile apps can help guide tourists and avoid concession. Tourists who break rules must be fined to keep the place safe and organized. Third, strategic destination diversification and visitor dispersal. Many tourists only go to popular places, making them overcrowded. This point, studies will promote other beautiful places like village or forests that are less known. Their area need better road and signs so tourists can visit safely. We also need to train local people to welcome tourists, offer food, and become guide. They will help reduce pressure on former sport and give more people a chance to earn from tourism. 4. Foster community engagement and ensure equitable benefit. Tourism should benefit the local people, not just big companies. Communities must be involved in planning and giving ideas. They should get training to run small business or work in tourism. Part of the money from tourism, like ticket sale, should go back to the community. This can be used to improve road cleaning and lighting. When locals see the benefit, they will support tourism and protect their environment and culture. 5. Strengthen crisis management and security protocol. Tourist places must be ready for unexpected problems like flood and disaster. Staff like hotel workers and guides should be trained to help during emergency. There should be clear sign and first aid kit available. We also need to check for health and safety regularly. If something bad happens, like a disaster or protest, the local government should support tourism's business to reopen quickly. This builds trust and tourists will feel safe to return.
In conclusion, tourism contributes greatly to the evaluation of a country, especially for the future economic and social and cultural involvement of a country. The tourism industry brings revenue and employment opportunities to a country, but also serve the purpose of tying country closer together and building culture, aptitude, and multiculturalism. Positive tourism practices can embrace naturally beauty, protect cultural heritage, and maintain local tradition, yet welcome tourists from far and near. Nonetheless, numerous challenges must be addressed and attention paid to, such as over-tourism and strain on capacity, environmental deterioration, and socio-cultural depreciation. These challenges cannot be tackled by one party alone, which make collaboration between all parties imperative, especially governments, local community, and the private sector. To ensure that tourism development strategies are balanced and sustainable, the future of tourism will depend on responsible planning, use digital technology, and sustainable environmental initiative, which will contribute positively to the effect of tourism and tourists and surrounding communities. Thank you for listening.